not sure what they said.
Maddie Coral, how does it feel to be writing new music, and what do you hope it conveys to your fans? It's one of those things where I always have to be writing new music. I have to be doing something, and I think that helps me just to stay somewhat sane. I feel like, you know, most days if I'm not creating, or if I don't have something new in the works that I'm, you know, excited about, I'm just so miserable. So like that, in addition to how I feel physically, is just like it's way too much to bear sometimes. So it feels great to be writing new material and doing new artistic things, because you get to ride that high for a little while. Like when you hit that one song, you're like, oh, that was great. You know, you can ride that for a couple of days and nobody can bring it down, which is great. What do I hope it conveys to the fans? I don't know. I mean, I hope you guys enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying to convey anything, really, as much as I'm just putting it all out there. So, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, it forms some sort of acceptance for me and weird people like me. Destiny Ulrich, musically, what do you consider to be your biggest accomplishment? There's certain songs you'll write and record and kind of take a step back and be like, wow, like that was a big jump. That was a leap from where I was, especially from where I started to, you know, to where this is now. And those are great to have, those little gem moments where you surprise even yourself. Doing it in general, you know, it was always a dream I had to play and make music and write music and play it for people live. Like, that's all I ever wanted. Like I had the other thing I wanted to do was to make like monsters in movies, but that was the back burner thing. Like I really just wanted to be in a band, and to actually be able to say I've done that. I've seen the world. I've reached a lot of people with music. That's the biggest accomplishment, to actually have done it. Helena Villa Killjoy, guessing that's not your real name. What are you most excited about with Frank Iero and the celebration? I guess I'm most excited about kind of getting out on the road and doing it. It's funny, like this goes back to one of the other questions about, you know, writing and recording by yourself. These songs never got to be, you know, real songs, I feel like, until now. Like, at least for me, like whenever I would be in bands and stuff like that, you would write a song and you and your buddies would play it at 11, like 100 times in a room and eventually play it out, and then you would record it. But like with these songs, I wrote them and recorded them myself, and they never got to, you know, to breathe in a live setting. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I think it's going to just take the record in a completely different direction as well. It's going to be a completely new songs every time. The next one is from Brittany Dawn Hunt. Would you ever do some ASPCA or animal-related benefits, considering you love dogs so much? Yeah, definitely. My cam, I think, did 1 or 2 concerts back in, like, way back. Played with a couple of bands and did that, and they were great. I mean, I think ASPCA is a great organization. I would absolutely do some sort of animal-related benefit, because yes, I do enjoy dogs and other animals as well.
Best friends forever. Best friends forever.
Zakira Dorsey, how do you cope with missing your children and wife when she isn't with you on the road? Oh man, that's a good question. That is the hardest thing, I think, is the being away and the traveling. It's a horrible, terrible pain and feeling. Like, you know, the thing that I'm really frightened about now too is that my kids, especially my daughters now, are getting to the point where they're old enough to know that I'm gone, and even like when I've done a couple of little things here and there, you know, it's hard for them to be like, well, just come home, and you can't. So how do I cope? I mean, you know, postcards and Skype and really expensive phone bills, and you do basically anything you can to get through it, you know. And the shows are great, you know. The shows help, especially when they're great shows. But you know, even the most amazing show is hard pressed to fill that void. So that's a hard one. How do I cope? I have no idea. You just get through it. But so thank you guys so much for your questions. That was really nice of you to write all these questions. And I'm sorry if I didn't answer every single one of them that you guys sent, but these were some really good ones. So.